surely Aston Villa can't sell 5 more first-team players before this transfer window is even closed. Because if one of the remaining core group of players leaves, I really do think it rocks our football club more than we could have fathomed. In a week where Chelsea are trying to sign every man and his dog from Aston Villa, I mean, what more do you want, lads? You're going to try and take Hercules the mascot too? We are going to be looking at how we've been reacting as a fan base, because some of the meltdowns on X have been catastrophic. And with all that in mind, we have made our very own Terrace panic meter. From the "I'll drive in there myself" to the "lock up the doors at Bodymore Heath, don't answer the phones, and throw away that bloke's passport, he needs to stay." There have been some catastrophic meltdowns on X this week, I'm sure you'll have seen. Has Pau Torres done his ACL? His kid goes to my nursery and I saw him walking around in a boot. I've seen him on crutches. Ezri Konsa won't sign a contract. It's been on the table for months. I didn't even know he had a contract on the table. Ollie Watkins could be off to Man United or Fenerbahce. It's proper panic stations. So I thought, what better than take all of that and put it in our own panic meter. So without further ado, in at number 5 then we have everybody's favourite winger, Leon Bailey. Now the panic rating I'm giving Leon is the "please let this be true." Leon Bailey to Hull City has been bubbling along nicely in the background for a few weeks. Talks are ongoing, but nothing is signed yet. Here's a bit of a mad side story though. The Hull chairman jumped on Twitter to air his transfer laundry. Throwback to Dr. Tony Isaiah days for Villa fans. Now this tweet has been seen over 8 million times. There are no players' names on the list, just flags and percentages. But on another tweet, he very kindly went out of his way to share 6 players, and who was on there? Our man Leon Bailey. But here, ladies and gentlemen, is where Aston Villa do Aston Villa things. Our friendly lost the other night to Porto. Leon Bailey played for only 23 minutes of that fixture. No reason given by the club. Villa fans are hoping it's precautionary. I'm hoping it's precautionary. But the timing of it, you couldn't make this up. This is peak Aston Villa. You have a deal for a player that which you no longer want at 70% of the way done, and you throw him in for a friendly, and he goes and gets injured. Deal collapses, and we're stuck with a player which we no longer want when it was 70% of the way there. I mean, my panic level is rising slightly. I need Aston Villa to come out and say that Leon is fine. Otherwise, we're stuck with him. And as you can imagine, if we're starting with Leon Bailey at number 5, this list's going to go on and get a lot more squeaky bum time. In at number 4 then, we have Ross Barkley to Coventry City. And I've given this a panic rating of this deal actually makes sense for all parties involved. No issues. As I say, if Leon Bailey is at number 5 and Ross Barkley is in at number 4, you need to buckle up, because the N3 is a big loss to our football club. So Ross Barkley to Coventry then. Manager Frank Lampard really likes Barkley, having worked with him previously at Chelsea. Now Lampard has really been pushing for Barkley ever since Cov got promoted back into the Premier League. Talks are reportedly going well. He's out of contract with Aston Villa at the end of the season. Now apparently his salary fits into Coventry's budget. Everyone from pundits to Coventry fans to probably even Ross Barkley himself see this as pretty much straightforward. There's no drama here. There is a deal to be done. Panic level, I've put this at a low. It almost feels like a formality at this point. My only concern is with all these injuries mounting up, Rodgers going, Tielemans going, does Unai Emery look at Barkley and go, you know what, mate, I might actually need you as a 10. Okay, enough of the easy ones. Now let's get on to the ones which I'd actually hate to see leave our football club at this current time. Key phrase there, at this current time. In at number 3, it's bloody Emi Martinez, isn't it? Panic rating. Emi, you're giving me a headache, mate. I mean, come on, man. We've been playing this game for too long now. Emi's fresh off the back of an Argentinian heartbreak in the World Cup final, losing 1-0 to Spain and putting in a hell of a performance to try and get his team over the line. It just wasn't meant to be. He was very emotional after the game. He even gave an interview to Argentinian TV where he hinted at stepping away from international football, which is mental because he loves playing for his country. And then this drops yesterday morning. Juventus boss Spalletti basically comes out and says Emi Martinez wants to leave the club and that Juventus are very interested and want him there to challenge for the number 1 shirt. Now, weeks before, Vidagani came out and said Emi Martinez is not leaving Aston Villa. This all feels a bit mind-gamey to me. Panic level, I'm all over the place with this one, Villa fans. We've got one team coming out saying one thing, one team coming out and saying the other, and Emi doing Emi Martinez things and staying exactly in the middle, keeping his mouth shut. Does that speak volumes in itself, Villa fans? In at number 2 then, it's Ezri Konsa to Arsenal. Panic rating, I'm starting to get a bit nervous. Now the list's starting to get spicy.
Hot and spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
Now, it is publicly known that Arsenal are chasing Konsa. He is their number 1 defensive target this summer, with Saliba picking up an injury in the World Cup for France. Their opening bid, mocked. Are you lot taking the piss again? First with Rodgers, now with Konsa. Will you not learn? Pay up or fuck off. It is reported amongst the Villa hierarchy that they found Arsenal's approach incredibly disrespectful. Arsenal offering just 30 million, where Villa see Konsa more of a 60 million pound player. But here's what's keeping Villa fans up at night. There's been a deal on the table for Ezri Konsa to sign for weeks, and it's not been done. His current contract doesn't run out till 2028, so there's still no rush. Now make of that what you will. Give him the leeway which you want to. He's been at the World Cup. He needs some downtime, yada yada. But that contract has not been signed, Villa fans. Panic level, I'm giving this a medium to high. This one just isn't going away, Villa fans. At number one then, ladies and gentlemen, and here's one I never thought I'd say. It's Ollie Watkins getting linked with the move away to Fenerbahce or Manchester United. Now, bearing in mind the time of the year and our current transfer situation, I'm giving this a panic rating of I'm sweating buckets about it. I was never quite a Wally Flopkins level of hater, but I definitely have questioned Ollie in front of goal over the years. And now one of our longest serving players has Fenerbahce and Manchester United circling him like sharks. And this isn't just some fresh rumour. The Athletic's Jacob Tanswell has been reporting and hinting at this for weeks. Now here's the bit which I find interesting and I think tells you that there's something in this and this is serious. Tanswell is also reporting that Aston Villa are in for Nicholas Jackson from Chelsea. And no one is sure how this deal gets done. Even Tanswell himself is not sure how this deal gets done. His sources are saying to him that both clubs are set to be very creative, whatever that means. This transfer window is just mad. Don't rule anything out. But back to it, you don't line up potential transfer targets if there's no smoke without a little bit of fire. Now let's just remember what we're losing here, Villa fans. Ollie Watkins is our all-time Premier League top goal scorer. Forget Gabby and them lot. Ollie Watkins has scored more Premier League goals for this football club than anybody ever. The panic level for this one is genuinely high. I think we're losing too many of our core squad players. Everything that keeps that team cohesion together is now going out the window. Our European winning squad is being picked apart. So this is how our final panic meter is looking. I've got Leon Bailey, 2 out of 10. See you later, mate. I'll drive you there myself. Ross Barkley, 3 out of 10. I think if there's a deal to be done there, do it. There's no real massive loss to the quality in our squad. Martinez, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. In that World Cup final, he produced 11 saves, which is a World Cup record. And reminding everybody that this goalkeeper is still very much one of the best in the world. Ezri Konsa, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. Just purely because who do we get in to replace Ezri Konsa? That contract is on the table and he is choosing not to sign it. Slightly concerning. Ollie Watkins, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because do we want to see any more first team players leave this squad? That's our Premier League top goal scorer. Are we just happy to see him go for 35 to 40 million? Can his goals be replaced that easily? Now am I overreacting? I mean, probably, because if you take to Twitter or social media, that's all Villa fans seem to do. I want to know, who's giving you those 10-10 panic stations Villa Twitter meltdown feels? Is it the likes of Leon Bailey? Is it more Ezri Konsa? Is it Ollie Watkins? Or is it somebody else? Maybe you don't want to see Gisson. You don't want to see him leave. Now, in my personal opinion, I do think we need to keep the core of this team, or the remaining core of this team, together. However, I'm not Unai Emery by no stretch of the imagination. So what do I know? Maybe Unai wants this whole squad refresh. Maybe it's Unai that's pushing for it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is a wrap for this week's Terrace View. I hope you've enjoyed it. Something a little bit different this week. I've been your host, Jay. I appreciate if you could take a minute to like and subscribe and turn those post notifications on. And as we get more news throughout the week, transfer news, Aston Villa news, you'll know where to find me. I'll see you on Wednesday for Willow's Walk and Talk series. As always, it's a up the Villa. Come on, me bubbies! Please, Unai, don't sell the whole squad because my heart can't take it.
Up the Villa.